all in perpetuity. But we do have some important things I would like to talk about today here on the Hooligans podcast. You already know this y'all favorite show. You already know this y'all favorite show, the one and only show to air every day during the collapse of what might be the last of what we know is America. Congratulations on completing a rookie level task. Go collect your reward. I want my reward. I want a reward. Let's go. Call me a rookie. I ain't no rookie. I ain't no rookie. I ain't no rookie. I ain't no bookie. Yo, Pa's doing so poor connection. We don't have poor connection. We got fiber. We got Google Fiber in here. This is the most sophisticated internet on the history of mankind. Hold on. Yo. All right, y'all. There's a lot of things that must be stated, bro. And before I state them, I need to locate them. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good morning. We got Saturday, October 28th, 7:34 a.m. This is the Hooligans podcast. Uh wow. This is the Hooligans podcast episode 34. And I want to talk about blackface. Can we talk about blackface for some time? I know it's kind of not the most beloved topic for a plethora of reasons, but we must get down to brass tacks here, guys. So I feel like blackface is a mockery of the spirit of the black man. Now, if you notice that whenever you see someone doing blackface, at least with these, what are they called, minstrel shows? It's, a white guy painting his face black and doing dance moves or entertaining or acting silly. So I feel like that is a direct mockery of what they saw us doing with each other. Now, my my evidence is Exhibit A, the Soul Train. Now, let's go look at what exactly a Soul Train is. If you're joining me on YouTube Live, you could go ahead, or TikTok, or what was I talking about? Never mind. If you're joining me on YouTube, then what's it called? You can see that you can see my screen basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, you can see my screen. Shout outs to all the shout outs to everybody on TikTok. But anyways, let's go to YouTube. So we got to look at shout outs to Super Smash Bros. A gang gang gang. All right. Basically, I feel like blackface is a mockery of, the Soul Train, essentially, because this is what we do with each other. Like, pause. Um, this is like when black people get together, they actually just have like real, legit, uh, good, clean fun. Like, look, I want you to watch this video and tell me that when you see these blackface shows, that this isn't a mockery.
Simply Nourish is a
Now,
high
mind you, the
quality,
Soul Train's probably
truly
been going on
affordable
for
option
thousands
for
of
your
years,
pet's
bro.
food.
This is just the
Packed with
first time it's
natural
being
and
recorded on television. Oh, crap. I can't show it on. Oh, I'm tripping, bro. Oh, I'm tripping. Hold on. Watch this. The Soul Train. We're gonna get into to them TikToks today, too. Soul Train. Hey, soul sister. Right here we go. Y'all know the Soul Train? You got it like that. Now you know you wanna dance, so move out of your seat and get a fire girl and catch this. I don't know if I can play that song. Here's the Soul Train, yo. Gigging. Real life gigging, bruh. Just having fun. A good old time, bruh. Right? Look, we ain't fighting. We ain't arguing. Just dancing, bro. And I'm gonna show you. We literally shout outs to Storm DeBarge. We literally have this going on today, in our culture, and it literally looks just like a. Watch, I'm gonna show this. Check this out. So shout outs to Storm. Look, tell me this ain't a Soul Train right here. She's from the Jerk movement. Shout out Storm. Tell me it's not the same thing. Is it not the same thing, bruh? Is it not the same thing? I mean, I low key think they're better, but it's a Soul Train right here, bro. Sizzle Trizane. All right. Look, we're not fighting. There's no arguing. No one's making fun of each other. There's no guns here. Everyone's chilling, bro. Everyone is chilling. Um, yo, what's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod. Everyone's chilling, bro. So now let's look at what a minstrel show is. A minstrel show is when white people would do blackface and dance around like idiots. Look, here we go. Look, blackface, bro. Look at this. Look. Tell me this ain't a mockery. Tell me they're not mocking us, bro. Tell me they're not mocking the Soul Train, bro. Tell me they're not mocking the Soul Train, bro. I mean, read it in wheat, bro. I'm gonna get into more. I'm gonna get into more, bro. But tell me that is not a mockery of what we do. That's not a mockery of the two videos I just showed you guys. And low key, kind of nice with it though, bro. Kind of got a nice little moonwalk, bro. Bro, like God, that's the moonwalk. But nah, it's not funny. Look, this is a white girl doing blackface. But I want to show you the dancing. There is a specific video that I synced. Mm-mm-mm-mm. The specific video I synced, the racial history of blackface. Check this out. See? Like they would perform. They would just mock us, bro. Because let's talk about the two biggest opposing ethnic whatever. Let's talk about the two biggest singers right now. We got Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Who is a better singer? I would have to say Beyonce, bro. Like singing wise, oh come on. And then they put the children in blackface. Look at this. Read it and weep, guys. Read this and weep. because this is disturbing, bro. Look, they're mocking the Soul Train, bro. They're mocking the Soul Train. They want to be here is what look at this is disturbing, bro. And everyone thought this was funny. Hee ha 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 hoo. Look at me. But you know what? I'm about to call out the whole industry, bro. I'm about to call out the whole industry. Cause check this out. Have y'all check this out? I'm gonna show you and a good example, the perfect example, the best example on how I could tell that this wasn't just I hate you. This was I'm jealous of you and I want to be you. I want to be you stuff. Check this out. They actually want to be us, and that is there's very good examples. Very good examples. So if y'all ever seen the movie Undercover Brother, it's basically Undercover Brother, bro. That's the best movie ever. But um it's basically a movie about the a white man. Now this is just a fictional movie, guys. This is a fictional movie, but we're gonna have some fun on this podcast. I'm telling you guys, we are gonna have some freaking fun. All right, so um, what's it called? It's a fictional movie, but it's basically about the white man trying to put mind control uh technology inside the chicken and then give it to sell it to the black guy, to the black man, so we could control him. That's literally what the movie's about. Like I remember watching this movie as a kid, like what the heck? And like my story, I kind of said it a little bit on here, but it was interesting me growing up because my stepdad was Mexican and my mom, she's white. So I never really I never was really around too much black culture and I never really understood, I never really understood that. So me watching this as a kid, I'm just like I thought it's funny because I didn't, as a kid you don't really know the racial history between blacks and whites. Like you don't understand that. So I'm watching this and it's like the white guy trying to control it and I'm just thinking it's hilarious and like outrageous. Like where would they get these ideas from? And then as I got older and I keep getting educated, it makes sense that it's a satirical movie. Um I kind of think it might have something to do with the crack, but we'll get into that later. Um, but basically in that movie, um, you got the smart brother. They got the like the nerd black guy. They got conspiracy brother, which is he's like the cool black guy. Like you know what I'm saying. He's always like the government's trying to get us, but like you know what I'm saying. And then you got the leader and all that. Um, but then then on the other side you got like the white guy, the white man who's just like I don't even think they show you his face, but then his henchman is like this white guy who like secretly wants to be black. Like he'll start like it's like he can't control it. Like it's very funny. It's very funny. Y'all should check it out. But he basically whenever he hears music, like black music, he'll start to dance like a black guy or he'll start to like talk like a black guy. And it's basically showing that these white people they secretly want to be like us. And not all of them. Not all of them. I want to say the language it's very I'm very generalized with the language, but that's because I'll be more specific. Racial white Americans. I think when it comes to someone who was technically now, I don't know, but I'm trying to be specific, but at the same time not too specific to where, you know, I'm just kind of rambling with trying to be so specific with the, you know, gender freaking norms and um whatnot. But anyways, my point is this. My point is that there's some white people who when they're making fun of us, these ones specifically. These ones specifically. When I said not all, I meant not all. I'm talking about her. She wants to be a black girl. Like she wishes she was a black girl. I promise you that, bro. He wishes he was black. Anybody who participated in this kind of stuff, because remember, no one was forced to be racist. So you had people who chose. and people who opted out. And I think we should really, I want to do a deep dive into the, white people in history that didn't opt into slavery. I would like to interview them. I would like to interview their descendants. See what's going on there. Anyways, right, yep, facts. Um, she wants to be black girl, bro. And so in the movie, you see this guy freaking trying to be a black guy. He's basically mocking black people, and it's kind of like they were doing blackface without doing blackface, but it was intentionally, it was satirical. This is not satirical. This is a mockery. This is how you keep one ethnic group in hating another one and allowing hatred, because this is just straight up hatred. People like to call it, it's culture, this is what we do. And nah, this is straight up hatred, and blackface actually stems all the way back to Shakespearean times. So this is like the freaking what, like medieval times, bro, the 1400s or something. And I'm sure but I did see that they said that blackface originally, the way it was originally done in these Shakespeare plays, and I can't confirm or deny this, but this is what I read, that it was or this is what I watched the video on, because I'm lazy. It said that the people would first started painting their face black to play demons in like, religious plays and stuff, the religious theatrical productions and whatnot. They would paint their faces to play demons, which that's actually kind of a reasonable argument there. I'm not really opposed to that. Um, but this obviously right here is a far cry from where it originated from, if that is true, because this is, and I mean, let's talk about it. You could be like, they're just comparing black people. Are they saying black people are demons now, trying to demonize us? But this was definitely meant to mock black people. But I want to show you guys something else right here in the movie Grease. Have y'all ever seen the movie Grease? I don't think I could show too much of it, but if y'all seen the movie Grease, basically the girl's friends who aren't her real friends, they start mocking her, and they start putting on wigs, and they start dressing like her, and there's a whole song about it, of them pretending that she's her. And this is like some high school stuff, of the jealous friends who are jealous because the friend is like pretty or whatever. She got the guy, and so now they're all making fun of her, but they're you understand, you notice that they're dressing like her. And if you notice right here, is they're dressing like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally are trying to look like us and talk crap, but anybody, it's like remember when you were young and you would be mean to a girl or a guy, whatever, and it was because you really liked them. This right here is what I see, bro. This is peak human behavior, because having slaves, and if we really were as bad as you said we were, and as non-human as you said we were, you wouldn't be trying to look like us. You wouldn't be wasting your time trying to jock our style and our swag. Look, this is a soul train, bro. It's a mockery of the soul train. I mean, this part specifically, I mean, I got you. When I say I got you, bro. Look, boom, and then look, watch, watch. I'm gonna get very detailed right here, in case anybody has any misunderstandings. Check this out. Just check it out. That's all I'm saying, man. Is just come and check this out. All right? Look, check this out. We got black people actually having fun, a good time. Shorty got moves, and she bad. Look, tell me this Tell me this isn't a mockery of this. So it's not the same thing. So they weren't just they didn't even have their this wasn't even their original idea to dance. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's like is I bet $24,000 I'll bet you, bro, that this is what happened, bro. It's a complete mockery, bro. Look, this is just my point. Shout outs to Storm.
Everybody keep on saying what the 50 cal can't do or what it won't.
Check, check. Peep, peep game, peep game. It's freaking Soul Train right here.
East side of they
Look, and this, when did this come out? 4 days ago, bruh. 4 days ago. You still got Soul Trains going on to this day. So if it's happening right now, that means it was definitely happening. I mean, come on. What did this just get invented? Look, Soul Train. Soul Train. I call this the bowl train. Bowling for soup train. Like, what are those dance moves? What are those? What are you wearing, shorty? No, I'm just playing. I'm not here to clown. I'm just here to educate and get my point across. But yeah, that's kind of what something I wanted to talk about. It's the mockery of our soul train, the blackface spirit. Like, you see how like she's trying to pretend like I'm so happy and da da da. Look at those scary eyes, bro. There is no happiness behind those eyes. This these niggas is happy, bro. They having a good time, bro. They have a good time, bro. They have a good time. Look, good time, bro. Look, look. Everybody here having a great time. Everyone here having a great. Are they wearing white face to do this? Do they have to mock other people? No, because dancing. You gotta understand, dancing, bro, is spiritual, and we'll get into a spiritual podcast eventually. But dancing is a spiritual activity. So, because think about it, when a person's dead, there's no movement. They're like, yeah, there's no spirit in there. But you see a body moving, Pete. You see somebody getting down, oh, there's a spirit in there. There's a spirit in that body. You feel me? So that's enough about that, man. Um. Oh yeah, did I talk about this about the Jewish kids dressing up as blackface and? Okay, so this story is actually very interesting, and it has some good history to it. I'm telling you, bro, this is basically more of like a history podcast than a political podcast because everyone loves to talk about the present, but you can't really make sense of the present or you can't have an opinion on the present until you understand the past and have an opinion on the past. You feel me? And that's word to being a stock trader. You feel me? Ask anybody who knows what they're doing in the stock world, they'll say, we need to look at the chart. We need to see the 5 day, the 3 month, the 1 year, the 6 month, the 3 year. They'll take it back all the way to where the stock first originally uh IPO'd because there's certain things and there's certain patterns in life itself and the stock market kind of hold on. Let me think about that because it is true. I mean, ask the stock traders, look up some stock info. They're gonna be like, oh, look at the chart from where it first started or from like 3 years ago. So so you can have an opinion on what's gonna happen right now because usually they say history repeats itself. Can we all agree on that? History repeats itself. So if you can track something that happened in the past, then you can predict that it'll happen again in the future. And that's not craziness. That's literally how stock trading works. You're making predictions not necessarily on the future, but on what will happen to this stock. And this stocks follow patterns. And I think that's because you could say it's a little bit of human psychology, like kind of like if you view us all as ants, we all will collectively make certain choices at the same time, or it's just all fake. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like I really don't know, bro. But check this out. So oh yeah, what was my oh sorry. So we got Jewish kids in New York dressing up in blackface and wearing BLM hoodies. Um, I'll I can't show the news thing because it's on YouTube. But yeah, this happened. Man, I think it was in 2017 somewhere. Hold on, it's so dumb, bro. It's so stupid. Like, this is so stupid, bro. Why I gotta? Uh, that when it comes to Jews painting their face black, there is maybe a ounce of of uh of reasonability, but the BL but when it comes to a Jew painting his face black and wearing a BLM hoodie, there's no reason for that. There's no reason. Unexcusable. It's unexcusable. So I'm just gonna let me see this. Hold on. Check this out. This is a rabbit hole right here, bro. And you guys can obviously, hey yo, make your own opinion, bro. Make your own opinion. But this right here is a rabbit hole. All right, I can show. Yo, hey, shame on these parents, bro. Bro, shame on these parents. All right, so no shade to these kids, bro. These are just children, bro. But if you could see here, this is for educational purposes. These two uh these two Jewish children right here are dressed in black makeup, wearing afros, and they have on Black Lives Matter hoodies. So the reason why Jews would have a tiny bit of a reason to even wear blackface is because, and this is where I even am like, I just see the plot hole, but I don't know. What do you think? So, and this story is actually in the Bible. I read it. I read it, took notes on it. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately. Basically, there's a story in the Bible in Esther that um there was this guy that was gonna kill all the Jews. All the Jews were about to get killed, but Esther uh kind of finagled the situation, with the help of God, and um ended up saving all the Jews, stopping all of the slaughter that was gonna happen. So every year, I think it's like December 13th or something like that. Every year they had this celebration called Purim. Let's look it up. What is Purim? Something like that. Jews. Look, Purim, Jewish holiday. Purim is a Jewish holiday which commemorates the saving of the Jewish people from annihilation at the hands of the Achaemenid Empire named Haman as it is recounted in the book of Esther, usually dated to the 5th century BCE. 5th century. Interesting. So, right there, book of Esther. I mean, you could read it, you could not, but basically, every year they celebrate this. This is celebrated. You know what I'm saying? And which it should be. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so basically, for this reason, every year. Now this is so now you know what happened, right? There's this. The Jews were gonna get slaughtered. A woman named Esther saved them. Now they have a holiday every year to commemorate that it didn't happen. And this is real. You can Google this. This is real life. This is not just storybook. It's real life. Um, so basically to celebrate that, they dress up as I didn't know that they would dress up. From what it said in the Bible, from what I understood in the Bible, I would have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure they would just get like super drunk and just like super faded, bro. I'm pretty sure that's what I recall reading. But here it says, listening to the book of Esther in the synagogue. Oh, this is what they do to celebrate it. They're listening to the book of Esther in a synagogue, so they listen to the story, the one I just said. They send food parcels and giving charity. That's what happened in the thing too. They dress up in costume. That's the thing. Here's the part. Dress up in costume. So, and they have a festive meal with parties and parades. Right? Like it says, drinking alcoholic beverages. There we go. Especially wine. All right. This. I'm glad that it's right here on. I know Wikipedia is not the most reliable source, but uh if anyone wants to challenge this, let's go for it. Because that's what I understood it as in the Bible, but the Bible doesn't necessarily say that they really get like faded. But that's what it implicitly says that, and it right here it says drinking alcoholic beverages. So it says they dress up in costume as a part for this festival. So now, in this day and age, the Ashkenazi Jews, which there's a debate whether the Jews of today, the Ashkenazi Jews, are the Jews from the Bible, which would be the Esther Jews, like the Jews that was in Esther's time. So this is interesting because um, bear with me now. The Ashkenazi Jews, basically, the reason for this, right? There we go. The reason why these kids dressed up like black people was because they're trying to look like the Bible characters from Jewish times. They're trying to look like the Jewish people from the Bible. But so are the Jews black or are they not black? Because now I was under the impression when I watched the news documentary, because you guys could go watch this yourself. It says that this was done to celebrate. So it almost came off as if this was something new, like this was a new tradition to dress up like the Bible characters. But right here, we can go back and look at the story. Right here, it says it maybe implies, I don't know for sure. It implies that they were all they these it implies that the characters from the Bible would dress up. And obviously, if the characters from the Bible were black, they weren't painting their face black. They weren't doing blackface activities. They weren't putting on afros. They had afros, and they weren't wearing BLM hoodies. And obviously, everybody knows the controversy with even BLM itself. So this right here, I feel could even be classified as a hate crime, bro. Because wearing that to a public school, how do you? That was another thing. Is how do you think a black kid's gonna feel, bro? When he walks into school and he sees two white kids who he knows are white dressed like him, dressed like black kids with BLM hoodies on. And there's already an air of watch your step when talking about Jews. So Why? How do you think that's gonna make this kid feel? He's like, well, I can't talk about these people as it is. I'm told not to, but now I feel like they're harassing me because they're dressing like me. They're wearing blackface, and unfortunately, the kid has to go home and get educated on what blackface really means, and has to go home and eventually watch stuff like this. Oh, it's like wow. So they really just thought I wasn't nothing. That's what this is. As a black kid, that's how I would feel. You guys don't think I'm nothing. But can't show it, can't show it. So back to the conversation. Were they already dressing up in costume in the story, or is this something new? Um okay, this is some weird stuff. According to the Hebrew calendar, Purim is celebrated annually on the 14th day of the Hebrew month of Adar and is celebrated in Adar 2 in Hebrew leap years, which occur every 2 or 3 years, the day following the victory of the Jews over their enemies. The 13th of Adar, I'm pretty sure Adar is friggin' December, I think. A day now observed with the fast of Esther in cities that were protected, a surrounding wall, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. I think here's the story. Ooh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. Um, all right. Um, okay. The four main mitzvahs obligations are listening to the public reading. This doesn't say to dress up. Let's see. Do Jews? You feel me though? Is like are they trying to are they kind of saying that they're not the real Jews from the Bible? Because why aren't they black? And I know it's like because you don't see any black people in the Jewish community. Like let's see. Like I know there are black Jews, but like at least here in LA, on when I see Jewish people walking to the synagogues, I don't ever see any of them black. So my my point is that it's not that any of them couldn't be white, because skin color can vary even amongst dark skinned people. But freaking what's it called? There's like no 0 ounce of black people in the Jewish community, and wouldn't this just be common knowledge? Like, yeah, we were black, but our skin color kind of I don't know, man. It's not adding up. Let's see. Why do Jews do blackface for Purim? And this actually happened. This is interesting. So this is nice. It's not everybody that's for it, but definitely, some people are. This is crazy. Here we go. This is about that whole thing. This is about the the youngins wearing BLM costumes. I want to see what it really looks like. Jews, period. Like what would a normal, you know, non-targeted blackface look like? See? So it's like that's the thing is like is this really this culture's holiday? Because see, you don't see any black people. That's my thing. It's not that Jews can't be white, but it looks like Jews can't be black. All right, all right. This is this is this is news to me, man. So they just dress up like so I did see something where they said it was like a Jewish Halloween, but it's like this doesn't make any sense, bro. I'm trying to see Jews in blackface. Man, these are some scary guys. Okay. It just looks like you're mocking the Bible characters. I don't know. How is that honorable? Like, oh my gosh, dude. Mm, man, I don't know. I guess I don't know. My question is like, did the Jews in the Bible dress up in blackface too, even though they were black? And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is what the parents of the kids that freaking dressed up in blackface said. They said they're doing this because we're trying to look like the characters from the Bible. So I don't know, man. It beats me, honestly. It freaking beats me. So we'll just continue on. Maybe I'll find out that we'll come back to I wanted to say that what this Purim scandal taught me was that Jewish people are fans of the Bible, but they may not be from the Bible. That's why they dress up in blackface for Purim, the Jewish holiday. Yada 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 yada. If they were really the Jews, why would they need to dress up like the Jews? You feel me? So it's I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Just sounds like a bunch of excuses to me, just to be a jerk. Um, moving on, we got a little science to talk about. Real talk, we got some science analytical news. Um, I want to talk about SSRIs, which is basically like antidepressant medicine, antidepressant medicine. Uh, hold on. How long we been live for, man? How long we been live for? Like live for 45 minutes, bro. Live for 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. Shout, but shout. Shout, but shout. Shout, 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 but shout. But shout it. Shout, but shout it. Shout, 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 but shout it. Shout, but shout it. Shout, but shout it. Shout, but shout, but shout, but shout it. All right. Um, what's good? All right. I gotta lie. Am I? Sorry, y'all. I've been yapping for 45 minutes straight, bro. Kind of tired. Take this crap off, man. Ugh. All right. All right. Here's my deal right here. Here's my deal. Um. Oh yeah, SSRIs. All right. SSRIs is basically antidepressant medication. If y'all heard, what's it called? Sorry, y'all. Got a kink in my link. You feel me? If you guys heard about, Kanye West mentions Lexapro in some of his music. So does H3H3. I think he used to take Lexapro or does. I'm not sure anymore, but that is what a SSRI is. A selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Just a bunch of syllables to me. Class of antidepressants. There we go. Y'all could look this up, bro. So we got some interesting research here. Selective serotonin inhibitors. This commonly prescribed type of antidepressant can help you overcome depression. Discover how SSRIs improve mood and what side effect they may cause. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. I see why they abbreviated. Are the most commonly prescribed antidepressants. They can ease symptoms of moderate to severe depression and are relatively safe and typically cause fewer side effects than other antidepressants do. Um, as SSRIs treat depression by increasing levels of serotonin. Shout outs to what are they called? Shout outs to the fluorescents. I'm standing by my side. I counted on my fingers all the times you let me down. Favors and let it linger. Let the word dry out your mouth. All right. Serotonin is one of the chemical messengers, neurotransmitters that carry signals between brain, uh, brain nerve cells that carry signals between brain nerve cells. So your brain nerve cells are neurons. Yo, shout out to my brain nerve cells, bro. They're really working good today. They're really just firing on all cylinders. Speaking of that, I gotta go take my magnesium. Hold on, I'll be right back. Say your piece and let it linger. Gotta take that magnesium, bro. I'm getting up there in age, man. Mm, 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 mm. Actually, wasn't too bad. Handled that like a champ. All right. So let's read this one. Let's read this one more time, class. All right, all together now. SSRIs treat depression by increasing levels of serotonin in the brain. Serotonin is one of the chemical messengers, aka neurotransmitters, that carry signals between the neurons. So your neurotransmitters carry signals to your brain nerve cells, which are your neurons. That's why the neurotransmitters are called that, because they transmit things to the neurons. SSRIs block the reuptake of serotonin into neurons. This makes more serotonin available to improve transmission of messages between neurons. SSRIs are called selective because they mainly affect serotonin, not other neurotransmitters. SSRIs may also be used to treat conditions other than depression, such as anxiety disorders. Um, I'm going somewhere with this, guys. We're not just reading a bunch of pointless information. Give me a moment. So, these antidepressants actually have there's research now. Let's get away from this. Um, what's it called? Watch this. There's research now that shows antidepressants can possibly help with asthma cases. Freak. I'm gonna have to like do some more research. This is the video though. Can't show it. So this professor right here, Dr. Sherwood Brown, and some other people who were listening to it at the lecture. Let's see. Dr. Sherwood Brown. Mm, I think this is him right here, Mr. Sherwood. Um, hmm, Dr. Sherwood. Anyway, yeah, so they suggest that antidepressants are linked to Antidepressants is linked to relief in asthma related cases. I don't know if it was Dr. Sherwood or this other guy. Um, Check this out. Ah, crap. So, um, here's what I am trying to say. There's studies shown now that that antidepressants, SSRIs, can help relieve asthma symptoms. So, with that being said, um, this is basically further proof that the live got disconnected. No, I'm still live, bro. Hold on. Let me go make sure I'm still alive. um, I can't see. This furthers the case that marijuana helps relieve asthma symptoms as well. Now I know what everyone's thinking. Oh my gosh, he's just saying that as an excuse so he can get high all day long. No, but I am glad that it's true. Ha ha ha. You feel me? Check this out. Um, I'm still alive. Yo, I'm right here. Check it out. Check me out. What's good? What's good? Yo, I'm right here. Check it out. Check me out. Yeah. All right. We got about another hour to go. It's been a good stream so far. I can see it by your side. I'm counting on my fingers all the times you let me down. So let's talk about weed and asthma now. Now that we all right, I want to kind of show you the proof of the SSRIs helping asthma first. Do SSRIs help asthma? Um, Generally speaking, SSRIs and SNRIs are considered safe for people with asthma. One study found that people with asthma who took an SSRI had fewer asthma attacks and better lung function than those who did not take the medication. Mic drop. All right. So anybody who's got a problem with what I'm saying, take it up with Bing, okay? You better take it up with Bing. Take it up with Bill Gates, all right? Cuz I'm out here on point, bro. My square is getting I don't know. I don't know what else to say. All right, anyways. Here is a study. Look, one study found that people with asthma who took an SSRI had fewer asthma attacks. They had fewer asthma attacks. Sorry, guys. One sec. We driving too much, bro. SSRIs were first introduced in the United States in the 1980s and have continued to remain a popular treatment. We'll talk about the 1980s another time, but the 1980s was a bad time. It was a bad. The 80s, man. All the music makes you think that the 80s was like a great time. It was the 80s was a terrible time, bro. Terrible. I think that's why the music was so good. That's funny, man. The better the music, the the worse the time. You feel me? That's why all these artists suck when they get rich because you can't make good music when your life's going good. Um, but what's it called? What's it called? Sorry, we got the data now, right? That we got the data that says SSRIs have been shown that they have fewer asthma attacks. So this is kind of a conversation that's already happening. I'm not starting it. Um, but and another conversation that I'm not starting. Check this out. Does weed help with as asthmatics? No. Little education for the station, you feel me? Getting kind of tired holding the microphone, cause that microphone not really meant to be. Anyways, marijuana and asthma. What are the benefits and risks? Asthma maintenance therapy. Manage your asthma. Marijuana and asthma. Does it help or harm? I mean, I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna be biased. Let's click the first one. Asthma is a chronic condition of the lungs that's caused by inflammation of the airways. Okay? It's caused by inflammation of the airways. This is what the first thing on Healthline says. I'm not being biased. I never researched um this specific website before. As a result, your airways constrict that lead to wheezing and breathing difficulties. Uh, according to hold on, I need some freaking chaps. I need some chapstick, bro, and some water. I've been yapping, bro. I've been yapping for like an hour straight. I've been yapping ever since I could remember. Ever since I was young, I was just yapping all day, every day, just yap, yap, yap. Always a question, always a response. Bakine go ba. Always something, bro. Ever since I could remember, I was a yapper. Always yapping. Okay? So, I need to put on my gloves, bro. I need my gloves on, bro. Gotta have the gloves on because the computer gets hot. The computer gets hot, then my hand gets hot. My hand get hot. I can't breathe correctly because my my respiratory system is connected to my appendages, and I need to make sure that the temperature is regulated consistently. Shout outs to Waterboy, man. Shout outs to Waterboy. Shout outs to Waterboy. Um, According to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, more than 25 million Americans have asthma. Many of them are searching for natural and alternative treatment methods. This includes marijuana, cannabis. Yo, let's go. This is big news, Charlie Kirk. This is big news. Republicans, this is big, big, big news. There's 25 million Americans suffering with asthma, and many of them are searching for natural and alternative treatment methods because albuterol inhalers make you crazy. There, I said it, bro. I was on albuterol from 2 years old to 20 years old, bro, until I started puffing the devil's lettuce, as they would call it. And you know what happened? I got smarter. I got calmer. My asthma is non existent. The only time I've ever had asthma is when I've tried to quit weed and go back on albuterol. So, and albuterol is the puffer, the inhaler. Dude, those raise your heart rate. They used to make my hands shake, and I would hate the way it makes me feel. And as a kid, it sucks, bro, because that was the only way I could express myself to my parents. I don't like the way this makes me feel, but I was having to use it because nigga couldn't breathe. But God forbid that there's a plant already here that could have helped alleviate those symptoms. It's really sad, man, because I would like to blame albuterol for a lot of my learning disabilities. Now, no, I'm not like on the spectrum or anything, okay? My mom thought I was. I was just, I couldn't, I was having asthma attack. Mom, I couldn't breathe. Not retarded, I just couldn't breathe, so I couldn't think right. You know what I'm saying? When you don't breathe right, you can't think right. So you're not gonna be doing the most clear-headed things. Um, yeah, I had a lot of trouble learning in high school and school in general. I had trouble socializing. I had trouble thinking. Like I had trouble like controlling my thoughts. I just had a lot of trouble, bro. And I remember saying this stuff. That's why I became an artist, bro. Like anyone who knows me knows that I've been an artist since I was like 16 years old, bro. Look, it's so funny, bro. When you Google my name, you get this court case that I have against. Yeah, it just makes me kind of look like a douche. But yo, I'm totally in the right here, bro. I'll argue my case. I'll argue my case. Okay? I'll argue my case. Okay, this is my case. We have Cameron John Lancour versus Robert B. Riojas. On yo, oh crack, beer cut up my eye. All right, one of my friends from high school, one of my friends from high school, freaking robbed me, bro. He robbed me like he robbed me blind, like not straight up, cause I I don't know. He didn't want to try it. He pulled the old. Let's just read the case summary. On 7/30/2019, Cameron John Lancour Moreau filed a small claim, other small claim lawsuit against Robert B. Riojas. The case was filed in San Diego County Superior Court, Central Courthouse, located in San Diego, California. The case status is dismissed. All right, so I don't remember why I didn't. I think I went to court. Something happened. I had to go back to court. Something happened. I forgot what happened. Anyway, and you know what? I will take accountability where I need to take accountability. Um Dude, I low key brought it upon myself, but not really. Well, I'll tell you the story what happened and then you can call me a DA later. Um so I'm trying to do music, right? Like I said, I've been doing music since I was like 16 years old. Um so I was trying to do music. So I posted a photograph. Um, Here we go. Here we got me dancing in a video 9 years ago, yo. 9 years ago. I was dancing in this YouTube video. I've been an entertainer for a while. I guess this is kind of entertaining, but it's more for politics, blah blah blah. Anyways, I was trying to get my rap career started again in like 2019. RIP Cameron, I think it's Cameron Boyce. RIP, man. Um, Shout outs to Ava. We doing a Tri-C deep dive right now. That's funny, man. Shout outs to Ava. She gave me like one of my first interviews and made me feel like I was somebody. So we were rocking Hooligans gear, and I used to rock that hat all the time. And I remember I got that watch on what was it, like Black Thursday or something? Black Friday? It was like 50% off. Bought it up at I'm like an old man, bro. I'm not bad. Bought this watch 50% off. I bought it up at Universal City, man. City Walk. Uh Man, I was trying to get fly, you know what I'm saying? Back in the when Hollywood, bro, I'll stick to the anyways, I was trying to do the rap thing, right? Y'all see this. And so I posted a video, like I posted a picture with a stack of cash, which I didn't ever want to do, man. Let's see. Yeah, I did, guys. I did, bro. I posted a picture with a stack of cash, bro. I posted one of these, man, like an idiot. I thought that was the way, dude. I thought that was the I, my picture was something like this, right? I'm not gonna say how much I had. I had a picture that was kind of like this that I posted, and it was like the first time I actually posted anything about my cash. And I had Robert B. Riojas hits me up out of the blue after I post a picture like this on my Instagram, and he goes, "Hey man," hits me with a sob story, bro. "Hey man, I'm going through hard times, bro. My aunt's in the hospital, blah 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 blah. Hey, bro, I've been working in, and here's the thing though." He's like, "Hey man, I'm in Hollywood. I'm working on this film, and I'm about to get paid. I'll pay you double if you let me borrow, XYZ." So I was like, "Man, this is my homie from high school, bro. This is someone I knew before I was even successful." So he goes, "I can double your cash, basically." Um, and here's the thing: is this guy wasn't lying when he said he was in the film industry. Look, check this out. We gotta do Robert B. Riojas deep dive. Now, this is hilarious, bro. We gotta do a Robert B. Riojas deep dive, bro. Um, Wait, what? Huh, that's not the Robert I'm talking about. Hold on. Hmm. I want to see this real quick. Hold on. Dang. That happened last month, 2 months ago. Anyways, this dude has an IMDb account. That's my point. Look, this dude has an IMDb account. And so he was like, "Yo, I'm about to get paid." And like this is a homie. So I'm like, "Of course, dude. I got your back." And yeah, I end up set. I'm like, okay, so I see you got the IMDb, and I seen him throughout the years, like posting stuff in Hollywood. Look, he has roles, credits, and long story short, beshi nila gobati na. Long story short, um, dude just keeps. I send him the money, and then I get the runaround. I start getting the runaround, and the games begin, bro. And I start tripping, bruh. Cause I'm like, yo, there's no way, bro. Like, there is no freaking way, bruh. And lo and behold, bruh, I never got the money back. And obviously definitely not my friend anymore. I don't know if it ever was my friend, bro. It's crazy, bro, because man, I got videos, bro, doing dance videos with him, bro, with this guy right here. Like this was someone that was my friend in high school, bro, and I didn't even have a lot of friends. So, anyways, yeah, the Camerland Court. Um, that's all they know about me. I just filed this small claim court. Anyways, yeah, so I posted the stack of cash. The this guy saw it, gave me a sob story, and oh yeah, I'm giving my case. This guy saw it, gave me a sob story, said he'd pay me twice as much when he got paid from his films, and completely scammed me. So that's that, man. Um, that's just what it is, man. But what was my point originally? Initially, oh right, right. So weed. We're talking about weed, asthma. Right. So why did I become right? Why did I become an artist, bro? Why did I become an artist? It was because um I couldn't freaking focus in high school, bro. Like my grades were crap, bro. My grades were trash. You feel me? Um, I just want to talk about a very special person real quick. About the only teacher who I felt, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking into it too much, but I felt like she knew I was going through some crap at home, and she uh she gave me some slack, bro. She didn't treat me like the other teachers treated me, like I was freaking. There wasn't a lot of black teachers at my school, okay? Let's just put it that way. Um, I don't really want to talk about this. I'm gonna cry. You're gonna make me cry, man. Make me cry. E.T. to the mother, Tina Kaha. Hold on. Come on, Miss Rooney. Oh wait, I gotta go to Google. My teacher, Miss Rooney, man. R.I.P. Basically, I had a tough time in high school, and what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Had a tough time in high school. Had a tough time in high school, and she let me kind of make rap songs, and kind of be a little bit rambunctious, and I would try to pay attention. I would try to understand the freaking the cytoplasms and the all that, but like, bro, I just couldn't between the all the kids freaking chattering and me trying to process the information. I was just like, bro, this is a madhouse, bro. I can't learn in this environment. This place is loud, it's cold, and it's too bright. Like, get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. So this whole leads back to the asthma conversation. Um, um, yeah, so I had asthma, couldn't focus. Long story short, I had asthma, was on albuterol from 2 to 20, couldn't focus, did bad in high school, came to LA to be an artist because I couldn't felt like I couldn't do anything else. Or I started being an artist when I was like 16, so I couldn't do anything else. And what's it called? A see on Google make me look a little bit cooler. Um, started smoking weed out here in LA. Started noticing, dang, it's like I'm like thinking better. I'm thinking easier. I feel, I don't feel as, definitely don't feel as stressed. So, we're gonna get into the whole point of the SSRIs and how, if F, how, the studies and the science that proves SSRIs can creates fewer asthma attacks. Uh, shows that that's literally just a man-made version of what marijuana does. Because marijuana, you got the CBD, which is the physical aspect, which is marijuana is anti-inflammatory. Look, watch. So from the research, we saw that asthma causes inflammation, or asthma is inflammation of the lungs, makes it hard to breathe, right? What is asthma? Um, asthma. Trying to. I'm not. Being info biased. I'm just trying to find the quickest. Living with asthma can blah 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 blah. Anyways, asthma is caused by inflammation of the lungs. All right. If you want to challenge me on it, a lung disorder characterized by the narrowing of the airways, the tubes which carry air into the lungs are inflamed. Right. Inflammation. They're inflamed and constricted, causing shortness of breath, wheezing, and a cough. So it's the inflammation. So what if we could get rid of the inflammation? Just what if? I'm just saying, what if it was possible to get rid of the inflammation? Let's see. Does weed get rid of inflammation? Let's see. Cannabis and inflammation. First one. Cannabis and inflammation. Everything you need to know. To know. To know. Sorry, got the cheeks on the screen. Um, Citizens of the world have used cannabis to combat. All right, here we go. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, we're just getting to it. You understand that? Right off the bat, it's just get proving my point, bro. The point's getting proven right off the bat. Look, citizens of the world have used cannabis to combat inflammation and the related pain for thousands of years, bro. How long have they been using weed to combat inflammation and related pain? How long? I need to know how long, guys. It's thousands of years, guys. Thousands of years. So this has been going around for thousands of years. Users and non-users can win if they understand the connection between cannabis and inflammation, how it works, and what strains they might like. Modern research and pharmaceutical research and development have confirmed the beneficial connection. Modern research has confirmed the beneficial connection. Pharmaceutical research, I'm not a pharmaceuticalist, pharmaceutical research has confirmed the beneficial connection. Just so we're all just so we're all crystal clear on that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Willis? So, what's it called? Let's see. Here's what you need to know about cannabis and inflammation. Inflammation is a common process. It's a natural process, and the pain it causes is a signal to the brain that something is wrong. So that's interesting. So if you have inflammation, um, if you're having pain, then there's inflammation, and your body's trying to tell you that there's inflammation. That's why the pain is there. What when unhealthy when unhealthy bacteria huh? Kicking? I want to do some kicking. When unhealthy bacteria, infections, and viruses invade the body, white blood cells and other chemicals gather to fight the invasion. The body's immune system goes into gear to kill the bad stuff. In an autoimmune disease like arthritis, lupus, fibromyalgia, and more, the immune system attacks good and bad cells. When it damages your tissues, the consequent inflammation tells your brain you're in trouble. Acute inflammation starts immediately following an injury. Um, as simple as a cut or scrape. Yeah, as blood flow increases because of the dilation of blood vessels in the injured area. Sorry, guys, gotta make sure that I'm not too quiet here in the old picture box. Um, what's it called? What's it called? How are we on timing? Um, all right, we got about 30 more minutes. Got about 30 more minutes, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. We've been freaking yapping and yapping, bro. So basically, I mean, the point's already proven here. You can ask the question on Bing. I know I should have used the Google, whatever. It's right here. They've been doing this, bro. So my uh basically the thought that cannabis helps asthma is true because it helps inflammation, right? So let's talk about this. Does weed help asthma? Um, right. A growing body of research is focused on marijuana's effects on asthma and whether cannabis plants can offer some relief for the condition. The focus isn't so much on smoking marijuana joints, but rather on taking cannabinoids instead. Cannabinoids are naturally occurring substances in marijuana plants that are sometimes used to treat chronic pain and neurological conditions such as arthritis and multiple sclerosis. This is due to their inflammatory properties. Look, since asthma can be a chronic inflammation of the lungs, researchers are trying to find out whether cannabinoids can have similar effects for this condition. Research is especially promising for people who have allergic asthma. And what's crazy is my asthma was triggered by like fresh cut grass. You know that grass is freshly cut and that smell when the freaking environment would change. That would make me get asthma, bro. And I would be playing football. I'd be like, whoa, I'm running slower. Why am I running so slow? But oh, they just cut the grass, bro. I'm having asthma. Um, the cannabinoids may be available in the form of supplements. These substances may also be derived from smoking marijuana. I mean, we're talking about research, bro. I do research every day, bro. I'm doing in-depth research, bro. I like to do research. I'm not a pothead. I am a uh I am a independent scientist I'm an independent citizen doing research on the effects of cannabis and asthma. That's what I do daily. I do it daily. Daily, guys, multiple times. The studies happen multiple times a day. Independent researcher, bro. I'm an independent tax-paying citizen who does research on the link between cannabis and asthma. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Um, Still, there are some limits to these potential benefits. Let's talk about this is the other side, right? One study published in Current Opinion in Pulmonary Medicine content that what is it? Short-term medicinal uses of marijuana, marijuana may not harm the lungs. This is compared to recreational or smoke or heavy smoking. However, it's not clear just how much is safe for exactly how long. I mean, here's the thing is I think when it comes to smoke, it's more about what is being smoked as opposed to the smoke itself because the body is literally designed to uh absorb you know absorb what is it? Absorb the molecules of the smoke. Like, what are the odds that the cannab the the THC, my bad, the THC doesn't get burned off when you're burning the plant? Like, that's a pretty interesting concept that the uh the THC is still in the smoke and that's able to get transferred into your body, um allowing you to receive the medical benefits. That's awesome. Why is that such a bad why are you a bad guy for that? Like, we didn't even create that. Like, you feel me, bro? It's just it's just all this nonsense, bro. Worldwide nonsense. And let's see, despite any possible smoking marijuana may even increase your risk for an asthma attack. In severe cases, you may need to be hospitalized for an asthma attack. This helps to prevent life-threatening complications. When you smoke marijuana, marijuana. Why does it sound weird when I say it? Marijuana. When you smoke marijuana, large air sacs called bullae may start to develop in your lungs. These can eventually disrupt your breathing, according to the American Thoracic Society. You're at an increased risk of developing bullae from smoking marijuana if you're under the age of 45. Uh, I'm not really sure what bullae is. Um, Look, over time, bullae can grow and cause shortness of breath. What's even more dangerous is the development of pneumothorax. This is a life-threatening condition that occurs when bullae rupture in the lungs. Back to you, Lakamata. Um, in the short term, smoking marijuana can cause frequent coughing, lung infections, phlegm, shortness of breath, and wheezing. Um, Smoking marijuana is perhaps the most common ways to use it. Still, this isn't the only form of marijuana. Really. Um, I mean, there it is. It's interesting because you do have there's two sides to every story, but uh, one topic can't both be true and false. You can't say this is water, but it's also not water, right? You can't say according to studies. Uh, hmm, I need to freaking plug my phone into an actual man. This lightning adapter ain't nothing, man. This ain't nothing. I can't tell you that according to my studies, this is water, but also according to other studies, this is not water. Like that doesn't, that's not logical. What is logical is that um the marijuana does help. But I think also what needs to be talked about is basically what are we gonna how am I gonna address this? Um yeah, I want to do more research into the bulle, but let's see, what is bulle? Kitina manana. A fluid air sac or lesion that appears when fluid is trapped under a thin layer of your skin. Bullae often heal on their own within a week, but it's important to see a doctor if the bullae are painful, restrict movement, or contain blood. Oh, what? Ugh. It's easy to see if you have bullae. The skin that is affected will be slightly raised and usually have clear fluid inside. If you have infected bullae, the liquid may appear milky. If your bullae are a result of trauma, they may contain blood as well. Oh, come on, Nina. What? So the Mati Nala. Oh crap. Oh Kumalaga. Um, dang, so you can get bule in your lungs, bro. That's gross. It's basically like a pimple or something. Um, yeah, that is freaking gross, bro. Um, what's it called? All right, so put this back. All right, all right. Now I'm a little less creeped out because that's some creepy stuff, bro. Um, wow, that coffee really, man, oh man, oh man. Um, whew, okay. So marijuana does help asthma. I mean, in my studies, I've been smoking for 20, I mean, I smoking for like 6, 7 years. I recently started noticing that I need to keep my hands and my neck warm. Especially because I got my freaking dreads. Um, like part of that basically, like these dreads are freaking heavy, bro. And especially when my hair is wet, it's like they be slapping the back of my freaking neck, and that crap hurts, bro. Like that crap hurts. And so, but I noticed when there's some research between I think it's asthma and cold hands. Watch. Asthma and cold hands. Like for some reason, your hands are a part of like your breathing and stuff. See, rubbing therapy for all lungs, blah 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 blah. There's this specific video I was looking for, but um
So let's talk about asthma and the cold and flu season. There's a lot of viruses during the cold and flu season that are present that can affect the
what?
child with asthma and make it.
Um yeah, guys. What's it called? This is interesting. Is this a movie? Anyways, yeah, keep the neck warm, keep the back of your neck warm. Like for real, for real. Um that's how you can keep the stress off your neck because your neck is like an extension of your chest. And like, we always wear t-shirts partly because, to cover up, but the other reason is to keep the chest warm, keep all that body heat in there. And same goes for your neck too. Like you should want to keep your neck warm. Um what's it called? Keep your neck warm so that it has an easier time functioning. Feel me? Um and hopefully you don't get no bulle, bro, because that screw that, bro. Um what else we got on? What else we got for here? I think we got about 10 minutes left, 20 minutes left, so we still yapping. We'll take a little break, take a 5-minute break, and we'll get back into. I mean, we still got we can go back into some politics. I know this is also a hip hop. Sorry. I know that this is also a hip hop and gaming podcast, but I'm kind of really more interested in politics and science these days. I don't know. I think it's just because I'm not a freaking 18-year-old anymore. Um, what's it called? All right, so I want to talk about black on black crime. Want to? Oh wait, hold on. I can't count it on my fingers all the times you let me down. On your word and let it ring out. Let the words dry out. Your what were we talking about over here, man? Oh yeah. Jewish Purim scandal. Uh black black crime. What else we want to get into lastly on this piece of oh yeah. Um black on clack. Black on black crime. Weed and asthma. All right. Good title. Uh what's it called? What's it called? Thank you guys for the views. Um appreciate that. We've been on TikTok for the first time. And I appreciate everyone who's tuned in on that. I got 27 views. I mean, I feel like the TikTok. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Um, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, I was naming the podcast. All right. Um. Oh yeah. So black on black crime right here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about black on black crime. Everybody ready? Here's my thoughts about it. Black on black crime suggests that these killings are racially charged, but black people aren't killing each other because of race. It's usually over money, women, or words. Really. Instead of words, I'm gonna put territory. Eh, it's funny because territory is a hot topic right now when it, considering Israel, Gaza, US getting colonized. So money, women, territory, or words. Let's say that, right? Like it's not senseless. It's not racially charged. I would argue that when a white guy goes out and commits a mass shooting, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't know the victims. And I feel like that's the truest form of senseless violence because, people like to talk about black on black crime or the blacks are killing each other. And when that conversation is brought up, the tone is really implying like, well, y'all don't care about yourselves, so why should I care about you guys? Which is the most, it's like, hmm, what's the good word for it? Obviously, it's not nice to say, but you're basically telling me that uh, if you don't respect another black guy, then I don't have to respect him. But what about the fact that he's just a human being? What about the fact that black people are human beings and you should just respect human beings? Here's the thing. Again, black on black crime suggests that this black person is killing this black person because he's black. But that's not how it is in the hood. It's always, money. Someone made a diss song. There's reasons for this. And here's the thing. No, it doesn't matter what race it is, bro. Whenever there is a group of people in that is lacking resources, you're going to get violence that breeds from that. So, I mean, the past like 3 days, we've got into why black people are lacking resources in this country. And yes, yes, yes. If that's your answer, are we gonna blame that? Yes, yes. Um, we're gonna blame the leaders of this country. Whatever their race is, that's their problem, not mine. Um, yeah. So recently, we just had another mass shooting, and there, there's no reason for that. He's not retaliating against these people. This isn't a retaliation. This is a terrorist attack. Because what is terrorist? To terrorize, right? Mean to scare. You're basically saying, um, what is it? Homegrown terrorism? How come if someone comes here and commits a mass murder of people, they're called terrorists? But if someone from here commits a mass murder of somebody, well, they don't get called terrorists. If they're usually a person of color, we blame the whole ethnicity. If they're not a person of color, then we blame the gun, and mental health. Am I tripping? Because that's what I see here. We got Kamala Harris. Now we're talking about some current politics. Kamala Harris calling for a stop to these guns, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna get into all this. Kamala Harris saying we need to ban assault weapons. So how come it's the guns' fault when a white guy does it, when a black guy does it? I mean, black people don't really do mass shootings. Let's see. When is the last mass shooting that a black guy has done? Was it the DC sniper? Black guy mass shooting. Police released a video of fatal shooting of black man in Georgia. Oh, here we go. Did the media bury a mass shooting because the shooter was black? This is 2 years ago. What happens when two of the things you argue against the most happen in a way that makes it feel difficult to decry without one seemingly perpetuating the other? This is what happened last week when identity journalism and gun control collided in news coverage, or rather lack thereof, of a school shooting in Arlington, Texas. Last Wednesday, news broke in the morning of a school shooting. A teenage boy fired several shots inside Timberview High School, injured four people, and fleeing the scene. You might have expected, mm, you might have expected the news coverage to follow a familiar pattern after a school mass shooting, starting with the nonstop coverage of the events as they unfold. The ubiquitous um Okay, so a black guy did commit a mass shooting, a black child, black teenager. But this shooting did not follow the script. Of course, I can't know for sure what happened. The suspect in Wednesday's shooting at a high school in Texas was released from jail Thursday after posting a bond of 75,000. Families addressed by under as a way to. I suspected this would be the case, but it seems to me that only the liberal media is attached to it. Then the gun control. So a black kid basically shot some people in school, which this is fleeing the scene. What happened? Let's see. Timberview High School shooting. Um, yeah, they have a point here. They have a point here. But my point is, let's see. Timberview High School shooting. What the heck? At least four people were injured in a school shooting Wednesday. The suspect is in custody, being questioned. What led up to the shooting? The incident occurred in a classroom on the second floor, Arlington said. Investigators believe a physical fight broke out just prior to the shooting. Um, the shooting was not a random act of violence and was committed by a student who was in a fight and drew a weapon. Uh, assistant police. After the shooting responded, officers determined that the suspect left the school and there was no longer an active threat. What do you know about the victims? One of the victims is a 15-year-old uh, with gunshot wounds who was listed in critical condition. According to the Arlington police statement, a 25-year-old man also had a gunshot wounds and is in good condition. So what the heck? A release said a teenage girl who may be grazed by a bullet was released Wednesday night and is in good condition. One of the sweeps. Um, what do we know about the suspect? Timothy George Simpkins will be charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault. Simpkins 18 turned himself in without incident on Wednesday afternoon. A weapon was recovered. Simpkins' family is asking for forgiveness, according to a spokesperson. The decision that he made, taking the gun, we're not justifying that. That was not right, but he was trying to protect himself. See, so this is a different situation, my friend. I try to give you some leeway, but this is a different situation. What do you guys think? Is two kids who get into a fight at school and one pulls a gun and shoots him, is that different than a premeditated think? And even right here is there was a fight that happened. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, what do you guys think? So a fight happens, a kid pulls a gun at school and shoots the kid, maybe, whatever. That's what happens. As opposed to a kid maybe getting bullied, maybe not, going to the school premeditatively, um, and usually with the he has more than just a pistol and blasting whoever he can, whether they bullied him or not. Like that to me, that's a different scenario. And it's not just the case of, well, I mean, it's not as hot of a hot topic as that, because one is, well, we have two different cases going on here. One's possibly self-defense, the other is not self-defense. The other is terrorist. There's terror. So I wouldn't say those are the same things, and that article tried to suggest that it was because he's black that that's not a school shooter. I wouldn't call that a school shooter. Like, if we're gonna play word games, then yeah, but she suggested that because he was black, the media didn't report on it. No, if this kid had gone home, taken a rifle, went to school and blasted students and teachers, I don't think the media would have been silent on it just because he was black. Now there's not as much of a conversation um because that's not really a trope that, crap. My big O. Let me hmm, let me try to figure something out. Let me try to figure something out. Yeah. It's all right. We're pretty much almost done. But that's just a different scenario. Yeah, if the kid would have gone home, took an AR, blasted everybody, like the actual school shooter scenario that we know, and which has nothing to do with the kid's race. Like, just because you're white or black, that doesn't mean that you're gonna go and commit these horrible crimes, right? Can't blame race on crime on race or whatever. Um, what's it called? Let's see. How long until this thing pops back up? Hmm. Anyways, uh, yeah, it's a totally different scenario. Um, like the media doesn't really, there's not really a story there in the sense of like unreasonable. I mean, that's it's not reasonable. There's no reason to bring a gun to school, but I mean, if the kid fired on these people because they were in a fight, that's kind of like, you got your what's it called? We got your Kyle Rittenhouse situation. Um, Now, obviously, Kyle Rittenhouse turns out he legally had the gun even though he was underage, because the gun he had was actually classified as a hunting rifle. Um, and it was legal for him to have that. Now, we still don't know the entire situation into why he was getting chased, because all we see in the film is him getting chased by Homeboy and then getting blasted in the head. But um yeah, we don't know what was happening before that, and I don't know. I think if there's a protest happening, there shouldn't be civilians going there to protect anything. Like, that's literally what cops are for. So I think a civilian intentionally putting themselves in harm's way and bringing a rifle to that and then it being discharged, I think you are responsible uh in some way for that because yeah, protests happen and are known to get violent, but that's not your responsibility to protect and serve. If you would like to protect and serve, then go become a police officer or join the military. This vigilante militia stuff is exactly why. Yo, what's up, Sade? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you, thank you. Um, this vigilante stuff is exactly why people are trained in the first place who want to try and protect businesses. So I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse or anybody should have been out there with guns, protecting anything because they're not police officers. Um, the protests, people have a right to protest. If it gets violent, they're breaking the law. Let the law handle that. I mean, those guys aren't freaking police officers, right? Anyways, um, freaking yeah. So we got a non-story. We got a basically we got a white. Is the shooter the mass shooter? Is he white? Is he was he in the military that I heard? But that was not the information I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a black shooter going out, going into the store, going into the synagogues, like we've been seeing and blasting people, bro. Because if you want to talk about white crime, I mean, here's the thing. That is way more of a destructive uh basically characteristic, I guess, to have as a white person than having the characteristic of you kind of stand on business in the hood, and if people mess with you, they get messed with back. I mean, I don't know. That's everyone's opinion for himself, but it's like what's it called? Um, and this is really in response to Charlie because Charlie likes to talk about how blacks just suck, dude. He just likes to talk about how we just suck, and that's the reason why we are not more successful in this country. But man, I wish my big old freaking and we like to use government assistance to supplement our work, even though it was poor white Caucasians who first used the government assistance to supplement their work during the 1930s when the Food Stamp Act was originally created during the Great Depression. We going somewhere, folks. I just want to talk about what I can agree with the right on and I can agree with Charlie Kirk on is man, bruh. I can't agree that I don't think assault rifles should be banned. I think that the First Amendment right here, and we're gonna end with this right here. We'll get more into the shenanigans later. Um, what's it called? The First Amendment was intended for civilians to protect themselves in case the government ever wants to go to war with its own citizens. So that's why they were supposed to have uh technology that could compete with the technology that the government had at the time. And at that time, the best thing they had was like a bolt action rifle, bro. Like that was the best technology of the time. So I would interpret that law in today as assault rifles are more than necessary. I think that citizens should have the same technology that the government has in order to protect itself from it. Because at the time, all George Washington had and the people make running government All they had were cannons, bro, and the bolt action rifles. So the the fact that the citizens had those as well, it was an equal ground, is my point. There was equal ground in terms of combat, in case the government ever wanted to get jiggy. But now they're trying to make a case that citizens don't need um automatic weapons because why again? Because the whole point of bearing arms is to defend itself against government. So if all I got is a pistol, bro, or a bolt action, and the government's coming stacked with grenades, RPGs, tanks, helicopters, like freaking planes, how am I supposed to defend myself? I'm defenseless. And even a automatic weapon is defenseless against a tank. So unfortunately, this is the cost of uh advancement. This is the cost of being intelligent. This is the cost of innovation. That's my word. This is the cost of innovation, is that the opportunity for, or the ability to be destructive also becomes great. So I think that civilians should be able to own tanks, bro. Unfortunately, like, I think that's kind of a stretch, but you see where I'm going, bro. Like, civilians should have the technology, the same technology that the government has, because if they don't, they're defenseless against the government, because technology is how you win wars. I mean, shout outs to Alexander the Great. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm kind of blabbing, but we'll end with this. Shout outs to Alexander the Great. He won the wars he won because he had the latest and greatest technology, which was these like long spears as opposed to a sword. So I can just poke you from like freaking 16 feet away. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry to my big O audience. I don't know why my freaking phone is not charging all the way. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end with that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout outs to everybody watching worldwide, and I will catch you up with y'all later. Like and share. Hooligans.